Assalamualaikum, saya Syiha Zikir. Alhamdulillah, syahadah pun sampai di UTHM. Syiha dapat rasakan orang-orang UTHM ni memang sangat-sangat best, sangat-sangat sporting. Jadi, kalau orang the best, mesti UTHM Radio pun best. Jadi kepada anda, jangan lupa untuk dengarkan setiap hari UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda.
UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda bersama Zitta pagi ni. Dan pagi ni bukan pagi seperti biasa, pagi Rabu lah. Pagi ni pagi Isnin. Dan tapi kita masih lagi masuk kelas bahasa Inggeris untuk kita polish ataupun you want to improve your English. Okay, so the other day, means like untuk hari Rabu punya sessions, Zitta kongsikan expressions. So untuk hari ni special, kita nak bagi terang ada sikit kekeliruan. There's always be confusions between British English and American English. Okay, so basically these English are acceptable in Malaysia lah. Okay, so it's just that we have to know when it comes to British English, so you have to be consistent with British English, and when you use American English, so it has to be American English all the way. So that is the golden rule. Okay, so Sebenarnya dalam kita kegunaan bahasa Inggeris di Malaysia ni, tak adalah orang kata sometimes we are confused about which words that you use and in terms of the spelling and vocabulary, because British English and American English is not necessarily it has to be different in terms of pronunciations, probably pronunciations and spelling as well, but also at the same times they use different terms for the same thing. Okay, so we're going to start with probably with clothing. Okay, so clothing dari segi pemakaian kita. So in British, okay, kita biasanya in bahasa we use it sepatu lah, kasut, sepatu. Yelah, between these two, kasut and sepatu. Okay, but in sebenarnya sepatu tu kalau tak silap pun dia sebenarnya bahasa pinjaman juga adalah yang kita pinjam dari bahasa, kalau tak silap mungkin bahasa Filipina kalau tak silap sepatu. Tapi kita tak nak bincang bahasa Melayu hari ni. What we're going to discuss is how different it is in terms of American and British English, but we are focusing on the vocabulary and also the spelling as well. Okay, so kasut for example, okay, British we call it, or they call it as trainers. Okay, trainers. So you might be confused with trainers. Okay, kat sini lah trainers tu kat sini macam pelatih lah in bahasa literally. In American English they use sneakers. So American English sneakers, British trainers. Okay, so we're going to continue after this, so stay tuned to UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda.
I don't want a girl who gets a car for her sweet 16 or spends a stack of dollar bills on a limousine. I want a girl who takes a bus and who wears baggy jeans, rocking Nike Airs. What the hell are low teens? Don't want no fake tan, short skirt, daddy's money don't work. Shop until you drop on the town. I want a smart girl, stronger than her father, someone who will laugh at trying to fit in the crowd. And all we used to dream about is getting rich and getting out. Move to the nicer part of town where we'd have numbers on our house. It took a while to figure out what type of girl that I'm about, who brings the real man out of me. I don't really want no trust fund, baby. I like my women independent, and I say to people that's my lady, and we don't need nothing else. I don't want no trust fund, baby. Save your money, don't spend it. And I say to people that's my lady, and we don't need nothing else. I don't want a girl who takes selfies, wanna make up free. Don't want no mean girl, lady in pink, prom queen. I want a girl who climbs trees, always dirt on her jeans. Her daddy told her how to fix cars, maybe she could fix me. I want a throwback kid who loves Missy Elliott, who for my birthday makes a mixtape and puts it on cassette. Wanna go with common sense, who's dripping in competence. Don't wanna die to get rich, but she loves 50 Cent. And all we used to dream about is getting rich and getting out. Move to the nicer part of town where we'd have numbers on our house. It took a while to figure out what type of girl that I'm about, who brings the real man out of me. I don't really want no trust fund, baby. I like my women independent, and I say to people that's my lady, and we don't need nothing else. I don't want no trust fund, baby. Save your money, don't spend it. And I say to people that's my lady, and we don't need nothing else. I don't want no trust fund, baby. I just want me a proper lady. I don't want no trust fund, baby. I don't really want no trust fund, baby. I like my women independent, and I say to people that's my lady, and we don't need nothing else. I don't want no trust fund, I just want me no lady. I don't want no trust fund, no, I don't want me.
Promise that you'll never find another like me. I know that I'm a handful, baby. You know I never think before I jump, and you're the kind of guy trouble's gonna follow where I go. And there's a lot of cool chicks out there, but one of these things is not like the others. Like a rainbow with all of the colors. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I promise that you'll never find another like me. I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you. And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
I know I tend to make it about me. I know you never get just what you see, but I will never bore you, baby.
And when we had that fight out in the rain, you ran after me and called my name.
I never wanna see you walk away, 'cause one of these things is not like the others. Living in winter, I am your summer. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I promise that you'll never find another like me. I'm the only one of me. Let me keep you company. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Hey kids,
Spelling is fun,
girl, there ain't no I-N-G.
but you know there is a me.
Strike the band of 1, 2, 3.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
Girl, there ain't no I-N-G.
But you know there is a me.
You can't spell awesome without me.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Girl, there ain't no I-N-G.
But you know there is a me.
I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. Strike the band of 1, 2, 3.
You can't spell awesome without me.
You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Saya Fetri Yahya dari Malaysia Hari Ini TV3. Bersama kita UTHM Radio yang pasti memberikan saluran suara anda dengan hebat dan juga penuh bijaksana. Teruskan dengan ilmu dan informasi.
UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda. Masih lagi bertamankan Zitta pagi ni, hari ni Isnin. Jam menunjukkan saya nak menghampiri ke pukul 12 dan masuk dah jam 2 sebenarnya. Nak masuk jam kedua untuk Zitta bersiaran pagi ini. Dan pagi ini special sikit. Kalau sebelum ni Zitta kongsikan a few expressions in English that you can use in your conversation, but today this is a special one where we want to sort of not doing things, but in a way that we want to clear up some confusion, some misunderstanding probably, in terms of how different it is, or when to use British English, when to use American English, ataupun dalam satu keadaan macam mana kita nak tahu bahawa bila kita nak eja tu, ataupun vocabulary ataupun perbendaharaan kata yang kita nak gunakan tu, sama ada dia British English ataupun American English. So fret not, today I'm going to share with you a few terms that is used in British and also in American English, and it would somehow might create some kind of confusion. But if you stick to one of these English, it means that the golden rule, remember that if you use British English, you have to use British English, or either way American English all the way. So you have to to be consistent. So we have to know which one is British English all the way and which one is American English all the way. Okay, so biasanya kalau dekat sekolah, kalau di sekolah dulu, our teacher taught us to use British English, and most of the time we use British English. But because of the media influences, because media kita boleh tengok movie especially, it is very very hard to watch British movie. Okay, so even movie in British, they don't call it movie, they call it film. Okay, tapi yang tu nanti kita masuk ke dia lah. So in America we call it movie lah. So dalam movie in American biasanya kita terbiasa gunakan American English. Okay, and some of our writings is influenced by American English, and sometimes it's a mixed up. But for today, what I want to share with you is that macam mana nak tahu, atau bukan nak tahu sebenarnya, now you have now you know that okay, this spelling is British, the other one is American. Okay, so Zita nak kongsikan yang ni ini untuk makanan. So siapa tak suka makanan kan? So sekarang pun dah pukul 12. So how to differentiate or how to use these terms in British and American English. Okay, first one, kita biasa guna kentang goreng kalau beli makanan segera tu ataupun fast food. We can get the side dish we can get is we use French fries. Okay, so French fries, so that is the normal terms that we use here. Okay, but in British English actually that they use chips. Okay, chips, but American is French fries. And I'm not sure lah kalau French tu panggil apa French fries, sebab it's a French fries. Okay, so French fries American, British we call it chips. Okay, so seterusnya, okay, Zita nak kongsikan ni pula. Okay, mungkin kita confuse tadi antara chips dengan kerepek ke apa ke kan. Tapi kat sini kalau di Malaysia ni kita panggil kerepek lah. So any kind of something which is crispy, tak termasuk lah pisang goreng crispy ke apa, kentang goreng crispy, whatever the crispy thingy. So American we ni lah apa ni yang biasa kita beli dalam I think that American love not American, I mean we all love junk food. And okay, so one of them is potato chips. Okay, potato chips is actually Americans lah. What I mean is that the terms potato chips, okay, is actually American. Okay, so we used to use that terms here in Malaysia, even though that we were taught British English in our schools. Okay, so British pula sebenarnya dia guna perkataan crisps. Okay, so, macam susah sikit kan. So dia adalah crisps. So S tu sebab dia banyak, so sebutan tu memang kena jelas sikit lah. Okay, so potato chips American, British crisps. Okay, seterusnya ni biasa kita guna, kita tak pasti sama ada kita nak guna cookies ataupun biscuit. Okay, so American sebenarnya kita use cookies. So chips small tu kan biasa kita tengok dekat dia punya pembalut dia, kita tengok cookies if I'm not mistaken lah. So kalau British, okay, we use biscuits. Okay, so kalau di Malaysia, biskut tu biasalah kita ada apa, biskut mayat, biskut kering tu kan. So bila hujung-hujung bulan, ni sebenarnya pun dia nak hujung bulan ni, so ramai lah yang mencecah biskut ke cookie tu dalam TO lah ataupun kopi O ke kan. So that is the orang kata hidangan yang paling sedap lah, especially di kala hujan-hujan macam ni lah. So tak pastilah sama dekat luar tu hujan lagi ataupun tidak, tapi cuaca begini memanglah you need biscuits and also biskut mayat lah, dan juga kopi O. Jadi teruskan dengan siaran rasmi UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda.
Play that song, the one that makes me go all night long, the one that makes me think of you. That's all you gotta do. Hey, Mr. DJ, when you gonna spin it? My baby's favorite record, she been waiting for me. She invited all the friends, and I'm buying all the rounds, and they're all dolled up. DJ, please don't let me down. When you gonna play that song? When you gonna earn that pay? When you gonna play that song and make my day? She said, play that song, the one that makes me go all night long, the one that makes me think all of you. That's all you gotta do. Hey, 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 play that song, the one that makes me stay out till dawn, the one that makes me go ooh. That's all you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Mr. Guitar, when you gonna strum it? My girl just heard the song and you should play it 'cause she loves it. Can you get me off the hook? Get them fingers picking now. I'll throw some money in your cup. Mister, please don't let me down. When you gonna play that song now? Why you gotta hesitate? When you gonna play that song and make my day? She said, play that song, the one that makes me go all night long, the one that makes me think all of you. That's all you gotta do. Hey, 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 play that song, the one that makes me stay out till dawn, the one that makes me go ooh. That's all you gotta do. Oh, when do you see my baby move, move, move? When do you see my baby move, move, move? Oh, come on now, play that song, the one that makes her go all night long, the one that makes her think of me. That's all you gotta do. Hey, hey, play that song, the one that makes her stay out till dawn, the one that makes her go ooh. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
With the words you told me, love me till the day I die. Surrender my everything 'cause you made me believe you're mine. Yeah, you used to call me baby, now you're calling me by name. Takes one to know one, yeah, you beat me at my own damn game. You pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I giving you take. Young blood, see you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of this time, yeah. Young blood, see you want me, back in your life, so I'm just a dead man calling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it, all of this time, yeah. Lately our conversations end like it's the last goodbye. Yeah, one of us gets too drunk and calls about 100 times. So who you been calling, baby? Nobody could take my place. When you looking at those strangers, hope to God you see my face. giving you take, giving you take. You're running around and I'm running away from you, from you. Young blood, do you want me? Do you want me out of your life? And I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah you need it all of the time, yeah. Young blood, do you want me? Do you want me back in your life? So I'm just a dead man crawling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah I need it all of the time, yeah. Pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I giving you take, giving you take. Young blood, do you want me? Do you want me out of your life? And I'm just a dead man walking tonight.
I just wanna go back to 1999. Took a ride to my old neighborhood. I just wanna go back. Sing hit me baby one more time. Wanna go back, wanna go. Yeah, I just wanna go back. No, you can't solve that. CD, oh Mercedes. Drive around listening to Shady like, oh, never under pressure. Those days it was so much better. Feeling cool in my youth, relaxing, no money, no problem, it was easy back then. Oh, wish that we could go back in time. Oh, got memories. Oh, maybe we could do it tonight, tonight, tonight. I just wanna go back to 1999. Take a ride to my old neighborhood. I just wanna go back. Sing hit me baby one more time. Wanna go back, wanna go.
Yeah, I remember back home. Best friends all night, no phone. No cares, I was dumb and so young. My room singing Michael Jackson. Never under pressure. Those days it was so much better. Feeling cool in my youth, I'm asking.
Does anyone remember how we did it back then? Oh, wish that we could go back in time. Oh, got memories. Oh, maybe we could do it tonight, tonight, tonight. I just wanna go back to 1999. Take a ride to my old neighborhood. I just wanna go back. Sing hit me baby one more time. Wanna go back, wanna go back to where we came from. Playing air guitar on the roof. In the kitchen up on the table like we had a beautiful view. I wanna go, I just wanna go back to 1999.
Back to 1999. I know those days are over, but a boy can fantasize about JTT and MTV. And when I close my eyes, and I'm right there, and he's right there, I'm right there.
I wanna go back. I just wanna go back to 1999. Take a ride to my old neighborhood. I just wanna go back. Sing hit me baby one more time. Wanna go back, wanna go back to where we came from. Playing air guitar on the roof. In the kitchen up on the table like we had a beautiful view. I wanna go. I just wanna go back to 1999. Go back, yeah, yeah. I just wanna go back to 1999.
Take me back to 99.
Dah buat temu janji tengah hari ke? Kalau nak cepat-cepat keluar pejabat sekalipun, jangan sampai terlupa tutup lampu dan kipas tu tau. Walaupun sekejap, tetap dikira membazir. Sebiji mentol boleh jimatkan 30% tenaga. Barulah namanya pengguna bijak. Pesanan khidmat masyarakat ini ikhlas daripada UTHM Radio.
UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda. Masih lagi bersama Zitta pagi ni, bagi Isnin ya. Dan mungkin anda tertanya-tanya juga kenapa siaran Zitta hari ni hari pagi Isnin, pagi kan, dan masuk tengah hari depan hari Isnin. Tak ada sebenarnya tak ada masalah, sebab ada masa kosong je Zitta akan masuk dan kita akan buat kelas macam mana kita nak speaking berabot lah. So today is special because I want to keep saying that, not this, not that, but to be get used to speaking environment, English speaking environment, you have to be ready to make mistakes, because one said that mistakes are good, so make more mistakes. Okay, so sebenarnya tak ada masalah lah kalau kita selalu, bukanlah selalu, tapi maksudnya kita buat kesilapan. At the same time we learn, so it's not kata-kata hikmah, but it is more to means that to remind myself, and also the things that I believe, and I would share it to you. Okay, so tadi Zitta dah kongsikan in terms of the difference of the vocabulary that we use to describe the same thing, but how do you describe it, or how do you say it, how do you use it in British and American English? Okay, so you don't have to sound like the British and also the American, okay, in terms in a way that you want to converse well in English. Okay, so ini tak ada pun istilah kata slang tu slang British ke slang American ke. It's just that how means that if you know how to pronounce the word correctly, so the slang or the dialect that you are coming with, it comes naturally. So that is what I think last, but that is what I did and I do. Okay, so if you know how to pronounce the word correctly, so obviously that the slangs or accent, as what you say them, as what you name them, it will come naturally. So tak perlu nak fake lah, means that to you don't have to fake it, or you don't have to pretend that, or you're mocking the slang or the accent. Okay, so let it come naturally. So kalau nak guna British English all the way, American English all the way as well. So next things that I'm going to share with you. Okay, ini berkenaan dengan ni lah, ejaan sebenarnya. So ejaan ni panjang sikit, so kita nak, ini ejaan ni biasanya akan berlaku kekeliruan lah. So yang mana satu ejaan yang betul, British ke American. So like I said, that if you are being consistent of using either British or American English, so you have to go all the way. Okay, so you cannot choose, okay, this part or this paragraph you're going to use British English, and the next paragraph or the other writings that you're going to use American English. So it's not going to work that way. So just remember that. Okay, ini adalah ejaan dari segi yang mana British, yang mana American lah. Okay, so if you are a fan of British English, okay, here it is. Okay, how to use color. Okay, warna. Okay, so Americans normally that we use COLOR, color kan. So if you pronounce it in Malay, so it sounds like color. Okay, so color, still color juga, but in British, okay, so you spell it differently. So instead of spell it COLOR American, so British, you add U to that spelling, so it's going to be COLOUR, color. Okay, so the pronunciation is similar, color. Okay, color. Okay, and the other one is that ini pun biasanya kita keliru juga. Okay, kapal terbang. So how do we pronounce, or how do we spell, or how do we use this vocabulary? Which one is American, which one is British? Okay, so Americans, we use airplane. Okay, kapal terbang. Okay lah. Okay, so in British they use aeroplane. So the difference is between aero and also airplane. So which one is which? Okay, so American airplane, British aeroplane. Okay, next word is check. Okay, check yang kalau kita kerja kan, contohlah, tapi sekarang kita tak pakai check pun kalau nak bayar gaji kan, ataupun dibayar gaji, or we do have a lots of money, and then we have a checkbook. Okay, buku cek tu, so biasanya orang have lah yang ada this checkbook ataupun buku cek. So check in British, they spell it as CHEQUE, check. Okay, CHEQUE, check. Bunyi sama ya, check, bukan check Q. Okay, ataupun check Q. Ejaan dia check Q, but you pronounce it as check. While in American spelling for check is CHECK, check. Okay, easy, right? CHECK, okay, check. And probably sebelum kita rehat, perkataan theater, okay. So British, American yang mana satu? Okay, THEATER, theater, itu adalah American. British, THEATRE, theater, THEATRE. Jadi teruskan mendengar siaran radio resmi UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda.
You know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, and fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. You be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Or maybe the world could be ours tonight.
You think it's easy? You think I don't wanna run to you, yeah. But there are mountains, and there are doors that we can walk through. I know you're wondering why, because we're able to be just you and me within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you'll be mine? Everything keeps us apart, and I'm not the one you were meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me, when everyone tells us what we can be. And how can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight.
All I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you.
It feels
But it's not impossible. Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine, and nothing can keep us apart. 'Cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars? Changing the world to be ours.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide, but I can't have you. We're bound to break in my hands.
We gonna rise till we fall. They say we got no future at all. They wanna keep us out, can't hold us down anymore. We gonna rise till we fall. When we hit the bottom, nothing gonna stop us. Climb to the top with you. We could be the greatest ones who never made it. Yeah, I could be talking to you. They tryna hate, but we won't change anything at all. Oh, we gonna ride
speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. We're gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. They don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride, 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 rise. We're gonna ride, 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 rise. We're gonna ride, 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 rise. We're gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. Say we're going no, nowhere. But what they don't know is we don't care. We're gonna keep it on going till we can't go no more. We're gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. Yeah. When we hit the bottom, nothing gonna stop us. Climb to the top, you know. We could be the greatest ones who never made it. Yeah, I could be talking to you. They tryna hate, 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 but we won't change anything at all. We gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. They think we just dropped out, living at our mom's house. Parents must be so proud, they know it all. No, they don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. We're gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. They don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride, 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 rise. We're gonna ride, 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 rise. We're gonna ride, 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 rise. We're gonna ride, 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 rise till we fall. I practiced this for hours, gone round and round. And now I think that I've got it all down. And as I say it louder, love how it sounds. 'Cause I'm not taking the easy way out. Not wrapping this in ribbons, shouldn't have to give a reason why. It's no surprise I won't be here tomorrow. I can't believe that I stayed till today. Yeah, you and I will be a tough act to follow. But I know in time we'll find this was no surprise. It came out like a river once I let it out. When I thought that I wouldn't know how, held on to it forever, just pushing it down. Felt so good to let go of it now. Not wrapping this in ribbons, shouldn't have to give a reason why. It's no surprise I won't be here tomorrow. I can't believe that I stayed till today. There's nothing here in this heart left to borrow. There's nothing here in this soul left to say. Don't be surprised when we hate this tomorrow. God knows we try to find an easier way. Yeah, you and
It's no surprise I won't be here tomorrow. I can't believe that I stayed till today. Yeah, you and I will be a tough act to follow, but I know in time we'll find this one's no how favorite place we used to go. The warm embrace that no one knows. The loving look that's left your eyes. But I know in time we'll find this was no surprise.
Tahukah anda kes keganasan terhadap wanita seperti rogol, cabul dan keganasan rumah tangga meningkat saban tahun?
Statistik PDRM menunjukkan jumlah kes keganasan rumah tangga meningkat dari 2,462 kes pada tahun 2011 kepada 2,558 kes pada tahun 2012.
Ketahuilah bahawa keselamatan adalah hak anda. Tingkatkan keselamatan diri dengan memastikan anda tidak bersendirian di tempat yang sunyi dan pelajarilah ilmu mempertahankan diri.
Pesanan khas untuk wanita ini ikhlas daripada kami, Cik Ta dan Cik T di UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda.
UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda. Masih lagi bertemankan Zitta tengah hari ni. Biasa pagi hari ni, tengah hari. Okey, jam sekarang telah menunjukkan jam 12 pukul 12.33. So kepada anda yang mungkin tercari-cari apa yang nak dimakan hari ni, bolehlah fikir-fikirkan dulu sebab lunch hour belum sampai lagi. Okey. Dan I'm going to continue with British versus American English. So just now we discussed about, or we share about the difference in terms of the spelling. Okay, so same pronunciations, okay, pronunciation, tapi in terms of the spelling, in terms of the ejaan, it's very different, or maybe it's not very different, but it is slightly different. Okay, so tadi kita dah kongsikan beberapa perkataan. So perkataan ni, okay, yang ni this is the word is grey, you know, kelabu. Kelabu. So the word grey, so in American you spell it as G-R-A-Y, grey, and in British, guess what, G-R-E-Y. So you see that there's always misunderstanding, or probably there's a conflict between American and British English, so we never know. So macam mana kita nak tahu British or American English? So we have to keep checking, and we have to familiarize ourselves with which one is British, which one is American, even though at all time that we probably don't mind either going to use American English or British English, but to some sort of create some standardizations to be standard. So you have to be consistent. That is our teacher, you know, taught us on to be consistent even in writings. Okay, so especially those who are doing a lot of writing, so you have to be consistent and they use British English or American English. Okay, so grey, G-R-E-Y, British, G-R-A-Y, American. Okay, kita nak masuk ke kategori seterusnya. Ini kita nak masuk kategori sayur-sayur lah. So dia ada kaitan dengan makanan juga. So we're going to share how different it is. This is totally different, ya. Kalau tadi ejaan dia lebih kurang sama, dan the pronunciation as well, sebutannya pun sama tapi ejaan dia hampir sama, but sebutannya sama. Tapi for this category, okay, for vegetables, okay, so sayurannya vegetables, so it's kind of different lah. Okay, so kita kalau ni biasa kalau pergi, siapa yang biasa pergi pasar lah, so you would know which the different types of sayur-sayuran, different types of vegetables. Okay, the first one is biasa kita guna terung kan, terung. Zita tak ingat kalau yang Jawanya ada guna, tapi terong kalau tak silap tak salah, sebab kita kalau nak bahasa ni memang kena banyak bahasa lah kita gunakan, so that it would be, you know, we are not even multi-language, not even bi-language but multi-language. Okay, so in American they call the terong is eggplant. Okay, in American English. And for British, what they use for terong is aubergine. Okay, so aubergine boleh kita kaitkan dengan warna lah ataupun colour. So it is when people are saying that, okay, I'm wearing aubergine, which means that dia tak pakai terong tu, sebenarnya dia pakai warna purple ataupun warna purple is white, ungu, berwarna ungu yang agak terang sikit lah. So colour dia ataupun warna dia macam, kalau kita tengok terong tu macam tu lah warna dia. So it's we call it as aubergine. Okay, so British aubergine, aubergine, American eggplant. Okay, satu katanya eggplant, eggplant. Okay, so sayur ni mungkin setengah orang mungkin tak biasa dengar lah, zucchini. Okay, zucchini, zucchini or zucchini. Zucchini is in American. So zucchini is actually, kalau kita tak biasa guna zucchini ni, so zucchini is very good, especially when you want to use as some would use as salad, some would use they would cook. So Zita pernah ingat mak Zita masak zucchini ni, zucchini masak lemak, sedap juga. So you Malaysianize the English vegetable, it doesn't matter. Okay, so zucchini is American, but in British they call it as courgette, 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 kan? So there's a difference in terms of spelling, okay, and in terms of the terms. So this time the terms is different, but referring to the same item. Okay, mungkin juga boleh kongsikan satu lagi ni, kita sambung. Okay, kita biasa dengar baked potatoes. Okay, baked potato. So baked potato is American. Okay, sedap pun. Dan British we call it as jacket potato. So trust me, both are similar and both are delicious. So jadi teruskan mendengar siaran radio rasmi UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda.
Never was a leader, never had a thing for fairy tales. I'm really a believer. Small voice in the quiet. Guess I never dared to know myself. Can my heart be quiet? No. But then there was you. Yeah, then there was you. Pull me out of the crowd. You were telling the truth. Yeah. I got something to say now. Cause you told me that there's no way I couldn't go. Nothing I couldn't do. Yeah. Capital letters. You put a crack in the shadows, and you told me it's okay to be the light. Don't have to swim in the shallows. No. And I wanna get drunk with you. When we lie so still, but you're taking me places, holding me on to you. And we don't care who's watching us, baby. Then it was you. Then it was you. Then it was you. Pull me out of the crowd. You were telling the truth. Telling the truth. Yeah. I got something to say now. Cause you told me that there's no way I couldn't go. Nothing I couldn't do. No. Yeah. I want to get louder. I got to get louder. We're about to go up, baby, up we go. We're about to go up, baby, up we go. We're blowing out speakers. Our heart a little clearer. We're about to go up, baby, up we go. We're about to go up, baby, capital letters. In capital letters. In capital. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. I want to get louder. I got to get louder. We about to go up, baby, up we go. We about to go up, baby, up we go. We're blowing up speakers. Our heart a little clearer. We about to go up, baby, up we go. We about to go up, baby, up we go. I want to get louder. I got to get louder. We're about to go up, baby, up we go. We're about to go up, baby, up we go. We're blowing up speakers. Our heart a little clearer. We're about to go up, baby, up we go. We're about to go up, baby, up we go. Closer to better. Gonna give it to you. In capital letters. All I need is one more man is enough. Babe, you got it all. Just turn your fears into trust. To trust. Where to love when I'm missing.
And now put your hands in the air. I'ma go for your stuff.
Where to love, put the running into.
You stay. You met a girl I could trust. You saying those words like you hate me now. Our house is burning when you're gazing hell. There in the ashes, your secrets hide. Don't be afraid of these thunderclouds. These thunderclouds, oh no. These thunderclouds, oh no. All I need is love. All I need is a word. All I need is a. You turn nouns into verbs. To verbs. Where did love go when all is said and done? Yeah. Where did love go? You put the running into.
Asking me to stay, but I never met a man I could trust.
Hey,
Saying those words like you hate me now. Our house is burning when you're raving loud. Here in the ashes, you're so bright now. Don't be afraid of these thunderclouds. These thunderclouds, oh no. These thunderclouds, oh no. These thunderclouds, oh no. These thunderclouds, oh no.
UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda masih lagi bersama dengan Zitta. Tengah hari ini menghampiri ke pukul 1 untuk anda cari apakah makanan yang anda nak makan tengah hari ini. Biasanya orang akan end up dengan makan benda yang sama je setiap minggu, setiap hari. So, but to remind you that it is not a lunch hour yet. Okay, so anda yang sudi mendengarkan kami secara atas talian di radio.uthm.edu.my, terima kasih dan sebar-sebarkan juga informasi ini pada rakan-rakan untuk mendengarkan siaran radio rasmi UTHM ini, kerana apa yang kami janjikan, apa yang kami berikan adalah semuanya informasi dan amat berguna untuk anda. Dan orang kata kita kena menuntut ilmu kan sampai ke liang lahat, ataupun senang cerita kena tuntut ilmu lah sampai Saya mati. Mati dah, tak ada cerita dah kan. Okay, so we just for today is very special with me Zitta, because we are sharing information or sharing the things how British English and American English is different. We don't want to talk about why they are different, but we're going to talk in terms of the words, vocabulary, spelling, means that how do you spell this terms or this vocabulary, or you use this vocabulary when it means that to differentiate between British English and American English. So in writing, yes, you have to be consistent in terms of which English or which standard English that you're using. Okay, Malaysian English, as far as I'm concerned, dia masih bukan lagi standard English lah, sebab Malaysian English is Malaysian Manglish, you know, Manglish is Malaysian standard. Okay, jadi kita teruskan ni, perkataan ni, biasa kita dengar perkataan flat apartment. Flat apartment. Okay, so which one is American, which one is British? Okay, guess what? Apartment, dia macam sound British kan? So apartment is not British, but it is American. So you use apartment, okay, to describe apartment lah. If in British, they use flat. Okay, so kita ingat lah dulu even masa Zitta belajar dulu pun Zitta duduk dekat flat. Okay, so because British, so we stay in flat lah. Okay, so ada orang yang mungkin high sikit dia use apartment. So bila in our community, when you stay in apartment, it sounds that you're living in a luxurious accommodations. Okay, probably. But if people are staying in flat, orang kata flat je, so you have this kind of stigma. Okay, so juga nantilah kita sambung. Jadi teruskan dengan siaran resmi UTHM, UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda.
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're one of our flawless, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh, oh girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine.
Okey, saya Chef Adu Amran ingin berpesan kepada semua pendengar UTHM Radio. Kalau masak tu selalu orang kata masak dengan kasih sayang, masak dengan perasaan cinta dan sebagainya. Tapi bagi saya, masaklah dengan rasa yang ikhlas. Sebenarnya kalau kita sayang ataupun kasih macam mana sekalipun, kalau tak ikhlas, memang tak jadi. Jadi pesan saya, masak dengan ikhlas.
Sugar sweet, don't let nobody touch it unless that somebody's me. I gotta be a man, there ain't no other way. Cause girl, you're hotter than a Southern California day. I don't wanna play no games, you don't gotta be afraid. No makeup on, that's my sugar. Yes, please.
UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda menghampiri ke minit-minit yang terakhir untuk jam ini bersama Zitta tengah hari ini, dan ada lagi 5 minit insyaAllah untuk anda pergi serbu cari makanan. Okay, jadi sebelum itu, probably I want to share the last 2 words that we shared about British English and American English and how different they are in terms of vocabulary and some of them in terms of the spelling. But now we are discussing, we are into the parts where it is in terms of the terms is different. Okay, so biasa kita dengar Okay, this is about housing. This is about building. Okay, so normally we are referring to the the lowest level of a building. So it depends if there are so many different levels in the housing or the building. So we refer the last one. Normally yang kita akan gunakan kalau dalam bahasa Melayu ni adalah aras bawah. Okay, so aras bawah. So normally you can either use first floor. Okay, first floor, aras bawah. Dalam bahasa Melayu ni aras bawah lah, first floor or ground floor. So which one is British, which one is American? Okay, so for American they use both. Okay, first floor and ground floor. So when you talk about first floor or ground floor, they are referring to the same thing. Okay, so you can either use first floor or ground floor. Okay, that is in American. But British, they've been very clear that the first level, okay, they call it as ground floor. Okay, so aras bawah is ground floor for British. American, they can either use first floor or ground floor. Okay, so now you have first floor, ground floor, but how about first floor? Okay, first floor, which is the what we call, I don't know lah, means that aras bawah, aras satu. Okay, so aras satu kita nak refer ataupun kita nak guna terms dalam bahasa Inggeris in terms of American or British, or which one is which. Okay, so they use, because in American they use first floor and then they use second floor. Okay, so and they use second floor instead of because now they previously they might use ground floor, but they refer to the second floor, aras satu, as second floor. Okay, tapi in British English they use because the first one they use ground floor, now they use the second level ataupun aras satu, they refer it to the first floor. Okay, so remember British, the aras bawah they call it as ground floor, and then the second floor they call it as first floor. Okay, ground floor, first floor. American, they use first floor, and then for the second level they use, or second floor they use second floor. Okay, so of course there are a lot of differences in terms of which one, or how do you avoid of being confused yourself. Okay, just check. Okay, every time bila kita gunakan tu, ataupun if you are in the verge of confusions, and then you want to use British or American, or this spelling is American or this spelling is British, so you have to check. Okay, so check the dictionary or check the means that you are being consistent in terms of using the British English or American English, because in writing it is very, very important. Okay, so kalau speaking rasanya tak ada masalah, but depends on those who are talking to you. Okay, those who are with you, so sama ada dia guna standard British English ataupun American English, so it depends on that. So whatever it is, you have to start speaking. Okay, you have to start using English. Okay, so that you are familiar with the language and you're not afraid of using the language. Okay, so elevate yourself, jadikan kita punya bahasa tu, instead of just one language or bilanguage, so make it multilingual. Okay, so itu je daripada Zitta untuk hari ini. Jadi teruskan dengan siaran rasmi UTHM Radio, saluran suara anda. Bye.
Introduced to